Hello and welcome. This is Rajya Sabha TV watching Breakfast News. I'm Rajat Kane. Here are the top headlines of the day so far. Voting underway for assembly elections to 117 seats in Punjab and 40 seats in Goa. By-elections to Amritsar Lok Sabha seat also taking place. Economic blockade in Manipur likely to end soon. Centre says substantial progress made during talks with Manipur government and United Naga Council. Massive crackdown on illegal agencies offering Aadhaar-related services. UIDAI shuts down 12 websites and mobile phone applications. Action against 24 initiated. %80 cleanup completed after massive oil spill near Kamarajar Port in Tamil Nadu. Centre orders high-level probe, seeks audit report from ports handling oil. And US slaps for the sanctions on Iran following recent ballistic missile test. Trump alleges Tehran is playing with fire. Iran says there will be reciprocal action. Our top focus. Single-phase voting is underway for the states of Punjab and Goa. In Goa, voting is taking place of 40 assembly seats in which 11 lakh votes will decide fate of 250 candidates. Goa is witnessing a tough contest between the ruling BJP opposition Congress, new entrant Aam Aadmi Party and three-party alliance forged by MGP, GSM and Shiv Sena. The fate of 5 former chief ministers and present chief minister Lakshmikant Parsekar will be decided in the elections. Voting across 1,642 polling booths began at 7 a.m. and will end at 5 p.m. In an interesting contest, Aam Aadmi Party is tipped to be a strong contender given its extensive campaigning across the state in the past 2 months. Aam Aadmi Party had surprised many in 2013, just 1 year after its emergence, as it trounced 3-time winner Congress from Delhi Assembly elections. 2 years later, in February 2015, Aam Aadmi Party emerged as a massive player in Delhi with 67 seats out of 70. At the same time, Congress is trying to come back to Assembly with a victory after 5 years. Now, the interesting most thing of Goa election this time is reports that Manohar Parrikar, in case BJP manages to pull off a victory, could become a chief minister, although this is neither confirmed nor there is any official word from the BJP. But given the sense of popularity of Mr. Parrikar, who is currently Union Defence Minister, there are chances that he may be a chief minister if BJP manages to come back to power. Again, we would say there is no official word on the same. Goa has 40 assembly seats and it will be voting in a single phase. Goa is primarily divided in 2 parts, north and south. For more, we have with us Rajya Sabha TV correspondent Pranav. For more with us. And single phase voting is also underway to elect new leaders for 117 assembly seats in Punjab. The state is witnessing a 3-cornered fight for the first time, with Aam Aadmi Party joining fray along with old rivals Congress and Shiromani Akali Dal BJP combined. Congress is looking for a comeback after being in opposition for 2 consecutive terms in the state. Today's polling will decide the fate of Chief Minister Prakash Singh Badal, seeking a 6th term in office, and Captain Amritsar Singh contesting his last elections. Around 1 lakh security personnel, including paramilitary forces, have been deployed in Punjab ahead of the elections. Close to 2 crore voters are eligible to vote to choose from over 1,100 candidates. Also, the by-elections for Amritsar Lok Sabha seat is being held simultaneously. 9 candidates are in fray. By-polls were initiated following resignation of Congress Punjab President Amritsar Singh from Lok Sabha on November 23rd, following the apex court verdict on Punjab SYL water dispute. Punjab, for the first time in its history, is seeing a 3-cornered fight between the traditional rivals, Congress and Akali BJP combine. This time the new entrant is Aam Aadmi Party, which has sprung a surprise in 2014 Lok Sabha elections, winning 4 Lok Sabha seats from the state. Aam Aadmi Party was tipped to be heavyweight in Delhi, but they sprung a surprise in Punjab. Now, for more, we have with us Raj Sabha TV's Anu Diwan. Anu, this is interesting. For the first time in Punjab's history, we are seeing a 3-cornered contest. Is that it? Or there is something more to these elections? Anu, if you could hear me, for the first time we're having a 3-cornered tight contest in Punjab. What is the situation on the ground? Well, it seems we are not able to connect to our correspondent, but let me once again say Punjab is witnessing a 3-cornered contest for the first time in history. And this is a state which has traditionally been contested between Congress and Akali Dal. Now we have Anu with us. Anu, for the first time we're having a 3-cornered contest in election. Essentially, we are hearing that Deputy Chief Minister Sukhbir Singh Badal is having a tough fight from both the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. Which are the contests to watch in these elections? Well, there seems to be some problem. Now, there are certain heavyweights which are in the fray. We have Captain Amritsar Singh Badal contesting from 2 seats from his hometown Patiala and taking on the sitting Chief Minister from Lambi. Now, Election Commission on Friday announced an explanation from the ruling Congress party in Uttarakhand over the launch of its Smart Employment Card. The Commission is expected to respond within 48 hours. The Election Commission had earlier refused the distribution of the Unemployment Allowance Card, saying it's in violation of the Model Code of Conduct. In a bid to woo young voters, the ruling party in Uttarakhand said the Smart Card holders would get employment allowance once Congress returns to power in the state. The scheme would enroll the youth for a scheme that promises employment to young members of each household by the year 2020. It also promises payment of monthly stipend to jobless young men for 36 months till they get an employment. Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi and Samajwadi Chief and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav held a roadshow in Agra on Friday. The 3-hour-long exercise covered 12 kilometers and culminated in a rally. Addressing the crowd, Congress Vice President attacked the Prime Minister, saying the policies of his government has benefited only 1% super-rich families. Akhilesh also took pot shots at BJP for making false promise of providing 15 lakhs rupees to each household. Akhilesh further added that the alliance between the Congress and the party will change the course of Indian politics. The first phase of 7-phase UP elections will be held from February 11th.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी कहते हैं कि मैं भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ रहा हूं और फिर पूरा का पूरा काम हिंदुस्तान के 50 सबसे अमीर परिवारों के लिए करते हैं। सांप्रदायिक ताकतों के खिलाफ विकास के रास्ते पर हम और राहुल जी साथ साथ आए हैं। ये साथ उत्तर प्रदेश में दोनों की कांग्रेस और समाजवादियों की सरकार लाएगा और देश की राजनीति का भी दिशा इसी गठबंधन के साथ बदलेगी।
BJP President Amit Shah on Friday reiterated his party's commitment to protect girls from Eve teasers. Terming Eve teasers as Romeos, Shah promised that anti-Romeo squads will be formed in every college across the state to save girls. Shah was addressing a rally in Uttar Pradesh Meerut district where he criticized Akhilesh Yadav government for what he called its failure on law and order front in the state. The BJP president also asked people to give his party a chance to form government for the sake of development in Uttar Pradesh.
पश्चिमी उत्तर प्रदेश में विशेषकर बच्चियों को पढ़ाने के लिए अभिभावकों को दिल्ली में फ्लैट किराए पर लेने पड़ते हैं। हमने तय किया है कि हर कॉलेज पर एंटी रोमियोस कोड बनाया जाएगा जो हमारी बच्चियों की सुरक्षा के लिए काम करेगा।
BSP Supremo Mayawati on Friday warned the Muslim community once again that they must split the votes will benefit the BJP. Speaking at a rally in Muzaffarnagar, she said if elected to power, BSP will not let communal rights take place in the state. Mayawati alleged that BJP government at the centre was implementing the agenda of RSS. She said communal forces were getting stronger and using bogies of Gauraksha, Love Jihad, Desh Bhakti to harass people. The BSP Supremo also addressed a rally in Etah district.
बीजेपी व प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने अब तक केवल एक ही अपना खास चुनावी वायदा ये पूरा किया है कि इन्होंने देश में अपने खास चहेते बड़े बड़े पूंजीपतियों व धन्ना सेठों को पहले से और भी कई गुना ज्यादा मालामाल और धनवान बना दिया है, जिनके धन व बल की मदद से ही अब ये पार्टी केंद्र की तरह जहां उत्तर प्रदेश में भी सत्ता में आने के सपने देख रही है, जिससे आप लोगों को कतई भी पूरा नहीं होने देना है।
The Congress Party on Friday announced names of candidates for all the 60 seats for Manipur Assembly elections. Manipur Chief Minister Okram Eboli Singh will contest from Thobol Assembly seat, which he currently represents. Eboli Singh's 29-year-old son Suraj Kumar Okram will be making his debut from Khangabok. He will be contesting in place of his mother, who represented the district for 2 consecutive terms. Election in the state will be held in 2 phases on March 4 and March 8, while counting will take place on March 11th. Time for a short break. More news on the other side.
Chopper is the ancient version of Indian snakes and ladders. This intriguing game was popular among the old, the young and the rulers as well. The chopper has its origin in the Jain philosophy. It tells the story of virtue, symbolized by the ladders, rewarded, while the vices shown by the snakes are punished. Each square in turn also narrates some message of wisdom.
We produces almost 25% of the world pulses in India. We are the largest producer of pulses, largest of consumers of pulses, largest of processor of the pulses, and largest importer of the pulses. We have created 150 seed hubs where the new seed of the pulses can be produced of the new variety, and likewise the breeder seed.
Watch Eureka with Dr. Jeet Singh Sandhu, Deputy Director General in Crop Science Division, ICAR, only on Rajya Sabha Television.
Welcome back. The Specific Grant Note Cessation of Liabilities Bill 2017 was introduced in Lok Sabha on Friday. The bill seeks to replace the ordinance on demonetization promulgated by the government in December 2016. Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley introduced the bill that was opposed by Trinamool Congress.
Now introduce the bill.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley on Friday introduced a bill on demonetization in the Lok Sabha to formally make the banning of 500 and 1000 rupee notes a law. The introduction of the bill witnessed sharp verbal exchanges between Jaitley and TMC's Saugata Roy. The Finance Minister cited rules to question Roy's intervention.
Kindly read 72.1 and 72.2. No, let me
know.
Let me just raise the objection on your right to speak and what's the nature of an objection.
आप भी तो कुछ उसमें उठाते हो.
Please speak.
Yes.
72 says,
Yes.
if a motion for leave to introduce a bill is opposed, the speaker, if it thinks fit, after permitting brief statement from the member who opposes the motion and the member who moved the motion may without further debate put the question.
Yes.
Provided where the motion is opposed on the ground that the bill initiates a legislation outside the legislative competence of the House, the Speaker may permit a full discussion. Now his objection is, it's not a good bill. That's not legislative competence.
But the Trinamool MP did not back down and cited other rules to challenge the minister. He questioned the legality of the bill, saying the government's decision of demonetization itself was illegal.
Because the basic statement by the Prime Minister, without any notification, on the 8th of November, announcing demonetization was illegal. No reference was made to the Parliament. And again, Madam, you see subsection 1 of section 34 of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934 on the liabilities of the Reserve Bank. The Reserve Bank writes on the note, I promise to pay the bearer the sum of ₹1,000 or ₹5. Now, the notification for demonetization should not have been given by the government, rather by the Reserve Bank of India.
The finance minister dismissed this claim as well, saying the government followed all rules.
That because the 8th November notification was not under section 1, let me correct him, he's wrong on that also. The 8th November notification by which high denomination currency ceases to be a legal tender was under section 26(2), which the Reserve Bank of India Act, the Reserve Bank is competent to pass that order. And therefore, he stands corrected on the second ground also. I think it will add to his long parliamentary experience that he is now getting to learn.
100 rupees.
After boycotting proceedings for 2 days, the Trinamool Congress has been trying to corner the government on the issue of demonetization. However, the government looks prepared to counter all attacks. Shyam Sundar's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
The 3-month-old long blockade in Manipur is likely to end soon, with the Union Home Ministry saying substantial progress has been made in talks held with Manipur government and Naga groups spearheading agitation in the pole-bound state. The Union Home Ministry said that an agreement has been reached between the agitating United Naga Council group and the state government. The talks reportedly continued for over 5 hours. With a few points needing further discussion, the next tripartite meeting is expected to be held on February 7th. Meanwhile, normal life in Manipur has been severely affected, with National Highway 2 being blocked since November 1st, 2016 by the UNC cadres. The council is protesting against the creation of 7 new districts in the state. The situation in Nagaland continues to be tense. Mobs protesting 33% reservation for women in local body polls blocked the highway between Dimapur and Kohima on Thursday. Parts in both the cities remained under curfew. Mobile services including SMS and internet also remained suspended across the state. Chief Minister T.R. Zeliang met Governor P.B. Acharya last evening and discussed the situation. Nagaland Tribes Action Committee leading the protest also met the governor and submitted a memorandum. Local body polls were held in Dimapur and Kohima on Wednesday. A day before the polls, 2 youths were killed in protest. On Thursday, violent mobs went on rampage in Kohima, vandalizing and setting on fire government offices and vehicles, after which the army was called in. The state government has decided to hold the elections null and void due to protests demanding the resignation of Chief Minister, who has the backing of his cabinet. The Supreme Court Collegium has cleared the names of 5 sitting High Court judges for the elevation to the Apex Court. The names include 4 Chief Justices. PTI's quoting sources are saying that those recommended by the Collegium, headed by Chief Justice of India J.S. Kehar, are Madras High Court Chief Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Rajasthan High Court Chief Justice Naveen Sinha, Kerala High Court Chief Justice Mohan M. Shantanagodar, Chhattisgarh High Court Chief Justice Deepak Gupta, and Karnataka High Court Judge Justice S. Abdul Nazir. No women judge could make it to the final list. At present, there is only 1 women judge, Justice R. Bhanumati in Apex Court, which is working with 23 judges out of the sanctioned strength of 31. Justice Bhanumati, who assumed office as Supreme Court Judge on August 13, 2014, is the 6th woman judge in the Apex Court since independence. The Unique Identification Authority of India has launched a massive crackdown on unauthorized agencies offering Aadhaar-related services. The UIDAI has shut down 12 websites and as many mobile phone applications for illegally offering the services and charging excessive money. The authority has further directed to close down another 26 such fraudulent and illegal websites and mobile applications. The authority also said it has zero tolerance for such unauthorized websites and mobile applications, and it will continue to keep a strong vigil. At present, any Aadhaar-related demographic information can only be shared following procedures laid down in Aadhaar Act 2016. The UIDAI said the illegal website and mobile applications were illegally obtaining the Aadhaar number and enrollment details from the residents. It has warned such agencies against use of Aadhaar logo. The CBSE on Friday has clarified that NEET UG 2017 exam for admission to medical colleges across the country will be considered as the first out of the 3 available attempts for all the candidates. This comes after the confusion mounted on a notification issued by the CBSE on Tuesday saying that aspirants who had already given AIPMT and NEET 2016 over 3 times are ineligible to appear for NEET this year. Ever since the notification released, students across country are protesting and demanding rollback of age limit and 3 attempts criteria. The board had also made Aadhaar number compulsory to fill up online application form for the candidates of all states except Jammu and Kashmir, Assam and Meghalaya. The registration process started on January 30th and will go on till March 1st. The exam will be conducted in 10 different languages on May 7th. Now, 7 days after 2 cargo ships collided off Tamil Nadu coast, resulting in a huge oil spill in the sea, more than 80% of the cleanup operation has been completed and most of the residual work is expected to be over within 2 to 3 days. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari said the government has ordered high-level probe headed by Director General Shipping to nail the guilty behind oil spill. He further said the big damage control exercise was carried out in the wake of collision containing a major problem and the ship has been emptied safely. Minister of State for Shipping, Pon Radhakrishnan, said that the vessel had more than 32,000 tonnes of oil and has been emptied. The Shipping Ministry, however, has sought an audit report on whether the ports handling oil are well equipped, as 50% subsidy is given to ports handling oil to get equipments.
Our entire volunteers who have come have almost done 80% of the job. Still, whatever and wherever, whatever we are getting aid, it is most welcome to ensure that this thing is speeded up.
There is no chance of further spill from the ship. The training work is going on. The state government and the centre is coordinating this. As per information, it will take another 1 or 2 days.
We have some more updates across the country in Nationwide. The Supreme Court has given time till Wednesday, February 8th to the prosecutor appearing for the CBI and Enforcement Directorate in the Aircel Maxis deal case involving Maran brothers. The ED had moved the Supreme Court against special court orders discharging the Maran brothers and other accused. The Supreme Court had also probing questions for the ED's attempt to restrain special court from releasing attached property of the accused. Former CBI Chief Joginder Singh, who oversaw investigations of several high-profile cases including Bofors scam and Bihar spotter scam, died on Friday after prolonged illness. He was 77. The cremation will be held at the Lodi Crematorium in New Delhi. The 1961 batch IPS officer of Karnataka cadre was chosen to head the premier investigative agency when H.D. Devagowda was the Prime Minister. The BJP will contest on 195 out of 227 member Brihin Mumbai Municipal Corporation, the elections for which are scheduled on 21st Feb. Unlike the last BMC polls in 2012, BJP is contesting these elections without any tie-up with Shiv Sena. The party has left 32 seats for its allies. Earlier on January 26th, Uddhav Thackeray had announced that his party would contest the upcoming civic polls in the state all alone, putting to rest speculations about forging ties with its ally BJP. A medium major avalanche warning has been issued on Friday for some avalanche-prone slopes in Jammu and Kashmir. Moderate to nearly heavy snowfall is expected during the next 24 to 48 hours in Himalayan state. People have been advised not to move in avalanche-prone areas and clear the snow deposits from the rooftops of the houses to avoid damages. The United States has imposed sanctions on Iran following its recent ballistic missile test. The sanctions have been slapped against 13 people and 12 companies, including groups in China, Lebanon and the United Arab Emirates. Earlier, the US has put Iran on notice for test firing a ballistic missile. Trump called Iran's move as a violation of UN Security Council Resolution 2231, which calls on Tehran not to test missiles capable of delivering a nuclear weapon. Iran has dismissed the warning as baseless and provocative. Following the sanctions, Donald Trump said Iran is playing with fire and that he would not be as kind as former President Barack Obama, who bailed Iran out from its economic crisis. Iran has reacted to the sanctions, saying it will reciprocate against any action taken by the US and the individual companies.
I think today's sanctions really represent a very, very strong stand against the actions that Iran has been taking, and make it very clear that the deal that they struck previously was not in the best interest of this country, and that President Trump is going to do everything he can to make sure that Iran has stayed in check.
از یک پختگی در رفتار سیاسی امروز برخوردار هست، چه در مسائل منطقی چه در مسائل بین‌المللی.
That's it now. Keep watching Rajya Sabha TV.